Good morning, everybody. I wanted to share my experience that I've had with drinking hydrogen water. I've been drinking the water now for about 10 months, almost 10 months, and it's had a really profound positive impact on my daily routine, my daily life. I was frankly shocked, surprised, mainly because I've tried so many different health supplements or vitamins that promise to do this, that, or the other thing, and nothing seemed to work properly. One of the first things that did take place was a dramatic improvement in sleep. As we all know, as we get older, we seem to sleep much lighter. We don't sleep as much. We don't get the full 8 hours sleep that we should, and that has a profound impact on all sorts of bodily functions as well as mental disorders and all that. So there's enough research on that we've all talked about that. But just me, as I got older, I seemed to be sleeping a lot lighter, so I was waking up a lot more. What I found, one of the first positive things that happened with me with hydrogen water was I began to get much deeper sleep. Number one. Number two, I was falling asleep a lot faster. That happened probably after about the 5th, 6th, 7th day of drinking the water. And usually I typically drink about 1 liter a day, which is the recommended amount. It depends on the concentration level, but the bottles that we use are high concentrate hydrogen water generator bottles. So they can do anywhere from 3 parts per million with a 5-minute charge or 6 parts per million on a 10-minute charge. Me, being my age, I go right for the maximum amount at 6 parts per million. So as I said, 5, 6, 7 days, I was noticing a much better sleep, and I started thinking, all right, that might be psychosomatic, so gave it some more time, and it was kind of proven out after 2 weeks. I was sleeping very, very well, getting a full 8 hours sleep and deep sleep. Doesn't mean I didn't wake up during the night. I do. But at the end of the day, I'm able to get back to sleep faster, and I'm sleeping a lot deeper. Now, 10 months later, that hasn't changed. That has a profound impact on daily life. You know, if we get proper rest, our bodies are able to function a lot better. And that's been proven out with science and medical research. And subsequent to starting to drink hydrogen water, I've spoken to medical researchers as well as doctors who specialize in sleep, and they said, look, sleep has a major impact on all sorts of different mental and physiological functions, so it's a positive thing. And as a lot of you probably know, there's this big emphasis now on social media about sleep maxing. Well, frankly, some of the convoluted ways that people are suggesting doesn't compare to just simply drinking natural water infused with high levels of hydrogen. And the bottles that we use, as I said, again, they have an electrolysis process in the base of the bottle that separates the H2 from the O in water, so it splits the water molecule so that hydrogen is infused into the water for therapeutic use. Now, the second thing that really helped me was within about 2 weeks, I noticed a dramatic decrease in my lower back pain. Now, as some of you guys know, I like to play a lot of competitive sports, and I have struggled with lower back pain for many, many years. And in the last 5 years, it got to the point of being very acute, very debilitating, and seemed to be that I just had to live with it. I've had a series of injections, plasma injections. I've had electric shock treatment, never-ending amounts of physiotherapy that nothing seemed to work. Now, physiotherapists were great. I used 2 guys that are phenomenal, but the results just didn't last long. My body just wasn't accepting the treatments. Now, after about 2 weeks, what I noticed was my lower back pain was probably 80 to 90% gone, and I was over the moon. Within 3 weeks, it was completely gone, and as I said, 10 months later, hasn't come back. Now, obviously, if I exercise or strain myself, then you know, I'm going to have soreness in my back or in my muscles just like everybody else. But the impact of this is obviously better physical activity, the ability to exercise more, the ability to play sports more, helps with just being able to spend more time with family and friends, and it's been a life changer for me. So I wanted to share that. There's a number of other benefits that I've experienced over the last 10 months that I will follow up with in a subsequent video, because obviously this will get way too long. But don't believe me. I suggest you do your research on the impact of molecular hydrogen water. There's tons of medical research, mainly out of Asia, mainly out of Japan. The Japanese Ministry of Health authorizes hydrogen therapy as a medical procedure, so it's not one of these hoax crazy things. And as I said, I've tried all sorts of different health supplements, none of which seem to work, as well as medical procedures that didn't do anything. And right now I'm getting great sleep, and my lower back doesn't hurt, and there's a number of other things, including just positive energy, and that probably comes from no pain and better sleep. But nevertheless, it had a great impact on me. So hope you enjoy this, and take care.